President Trump has signed legislation back here in the U.S. allowing states to withhold family planning funds from Planned Parenthood and other abortion providers. That reverses a rule finalized late in the Obama administration. Today's measure narrowly cleared the U.S. Senate last month. Still on the waiting list, of course, a bill to repeal and replace Obamacare. Correspondent Peter Doocy tells us where we are with that right now.
Since Republicans still haven't had a chance to vote on repealing and replacing Obamacare, their constituents have another chance to try and tell them how to vote. Like in Colorado, where Congressman Mike Kaufman, who was going to vote yes on the leadership-backed replacement bill, really heard it at a town hall last night.
What will it take for you to vote with your constituents?
One of the authors of the failed Obamacare replacement, Congressman Greg Walden, is hearing it too.
Last year in America, there were 225 counties where people had one insurance choice, one.
While lawmakers are out of town for 2 weeks, the president is trying to figure out how to force Democrats to the bargaining table. So he's floating the possibility that the federal government will soon stop paying insurance companies subsidies required by Obamacare, so-called cost-sharing subsidies. President Trump tells the Wall Street Journal, quote, "Obamacare is dead next month if it doesn't get that money. I haven't made my viewpoint clear yet. I don't want people to get hurt. What I think should happen and will happen is the Democrats will start calling me and negotiating. But there won't be any negotiating as long as repealing the ACA is on the White House's wish list."
If you want to talk about the Affordable Care Act, we're saying and we're happy to talk to you about it anytime, any place that you abandon your monstrous repeal of the Affordable Care Act.
President Trump doesn't seem to think he's going to need to start working on tax reform to get a win, though. He suggests to the Wall Street Journal, health care is still number one. He says, quote, "I'm going to get health care done." And one member of the notoriously stubborn Freedom Caucus thinks within weeks, Obamacare will be history.
I think by the time we get to mid-May, we're going to have had to send this thing to the Senate. So I'm optimistic that we can do it.
It looks like any hope of an April surprise on health care, where members cut recess short to repeal and replace Obamacare at a moment's notice, has now evaporated. Members are going to have a conference call about this, but not till next Saturday, right before they were scheduled to go back to work anyway. Brett.
So not being called back, doesn't look like.
Doesn't sound like.
All right, Peter, thank you.